Hi everybody, and welcome to a quick WebEx intro tour. We wanted to give you some pointers and some tricks and actually show you what it all looks like by doing this quick video for you, because we know there's been a lot of talk about WebEx and there's a lot of documents out there, but we wanted to give you a quick getting started tour. So let's get started. I'm starting on the Canopy page because this is a really important page not only for WebEx but for all of the Canopy tools coming out of UCIT. If you ever try to bookmark something and forget where you put it or can't remember how to get there, always remember start with Canopy. So as you can see down here, these are the most popular tools here under Canopy tools: Box, Echo 360, Kaltura, Respondus, and WebEx. But you can also see there's a lot more going on down here as far as resources and support and guides. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to go right into WebEx, and this is how you get started. Excuse me. You have to sign in with your 6+2. That's the only way that WebEx knows that it's actually you and it's your room. So there's two red boxes down here. There is the faculty staff hosted WebEx and there's the student hosted WebEx. Yes, that means your students too can host a WebEx meeting with other students or with you, and they would do so by clicking on this red button. In order for you to have access to your personal page, you would click on the faculty staff hosted WebEx. Before we jump in there, I just want to point out, if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see support and training. Here we have FAQs, guides on how to host, participant guide, personal room guide. There's a lot of information here. But today I just wanted to give you a quick tour of what this looks like and the most important things to keep in mind. So let's go into our faculty staff hosted WebEx account. Now it brings you to this screen, which can be a little confusing because it's asking you to enter a meeting. And what you're wanting to do is not enter a meeting, but start a meeting, or at least grab the link to your personal page. So in order to do that, you need to log in. You have two options to log in. You can log in under My WebEx or this login over here on the right hand side. Let's go ahead and click on My WebEx. Both of those things will take you to this screen. You will go ahead and log in with your 6+2, and this brings you to My WebEx, and this is my personal room. So this is how you would go and get the link directly to your personal room. You would hover over it, right click, copy, and then put that link anywhere you need to for the people you want to come to your meeting to get access. So you can put the link in your Blackboard course for all of your students. You can also put the link in an email and send it out to everybody. However, when you are ready to join the meeting, remember you must and log in and enter the room this way. And the reason that is because in order for the room to work, the host, which is you, has to be there in order to let everybody else in. If you just go into your Blackboard course like all of your students and click on the link, it's going to bring you to that main page, and you can at that point come up to this far right hand corner and log in and get here as well to enter the room. But at some point you have to remember you have to log in order for WebEx to recognize that you truly are who you say you are and you are the host. A better practice would be, no matter where you send the link, if you just go to Canopy or My WebEx and you can bookmark that for yourself, you can come straight here and you enter the room. And that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to enter my room. And you will see this pop-up come up where it is downloading and preparing your meeting. And then you're going to get this screen. And now you're in your room. The single most important thing to do when you get started is to connect your audio. And the way you do that is this box right here. And by clicking on More, you'll see that I have two options in order to connect my audio. I can connect using my computer, which is the easiest and simplest way to do it, and most people will do it this way. But if you ever run into any trouble with that, the backup that we have, which is really, really nice, is that you can call in. And you can call in, if you click on this, it'll give you a phone number, and you literally just call into the meeting. You would still keep this entire screen up so that if you're sharing a screen or Get the green check mark to know that you're connected. So when you are in your room and all of your students start logging in and they're saying, I can't hear you, 99.9% of the time it's because they have not clicked on this button to get their audio connected. They may be testing their audio but not actually clicking it to connect, and that's an important differentiation. So if you need to nudge your students a little bit to go under the Quick Start tab and make sure they connect their audio. Once that happens, you can get started. You can share by going up here to your own webcam and turn it on. Hi everybody. You can also manage whether or not you're muting yourself or they can hear you by here. I'm going to turn off my video now. And then you can share your screen. And if you have two monitors, it's going to say, do you want to share your first monitor or your second monitor? And I will share my second. And I want to show you this because once you start sharing your screen, your students or the participants in your meeting only see this screen. They don't see anything else pop up on the screen. But you might be thinking, oh my goodness, where did all of my tools go? I lost all of my buttons. Here, and just put your cursor up here, this drop down comes down and it gives you the ability to stop sharing your screen. You can mute yourself here. If you forget who's in here and you want to keep track of participants, you can do this. I always do this, and it brings up this pod right here. Note to self, this pod you see, but your participants do not. So sometimes I slide this over to my other screen so I can see everybody. Also, if you'd like to chat, you can chat with your participants as well, especially if your students are chatting in questions. I would pull that pod up as well, and you can put that wherever is most comfortable. It'll keep track of everything here. And that's the main functions. There's definitely other things you can do, but those were the main things. So let's go ahead and stop sharing so it brings us back to our meeting room. Here we go. We're back to our meeting room. And you can see what it does over here is you'll have your participants listed here, your chat window listed here, and here's your little recording down here. When you're done with your meeting, you would hit stop of your recorder. You're stopping your recording. And then everybody can leave the room. You can leave the room two ways. You can by clicking leave room. Go. Well, you need to give it a few minutes because it's got to download, it's got to process, but you would come back to your same My WebEx and you would come over to this far left under Meeting Center and go to My Recorded Meetings. And when you come in here, you can see that today I had a 1-minute recording. And what I can do with this is straight from here I can email that out to everybody. I can click on this. I can even download it if I wanted to. I could play it from here. I can click on it on the blue link, and what that does is it gives you a link that you can then on the blue link, get this second recording link, copy this recording link, and add that link to your Blackboard course. Then everybody has access to the recording. And that's it. I apologize for the 10-minute long intro, but I wanted to be sure to point out all of those things. So that as a recap, the most important things to remember is to first log into WebEx, get your personal room link, send that link out to the participants you would like to come to your room and to your meeting. Once you're in the meeting room, be sure to connect yourself to audio and get your participants to connect to audio, and then you can record and then stop your recording and grab your recording link. I really hope you found this helpful. And please, at any time, email us at casid@uc.edu, and as much as we can, we'll be happy to help. Have a wonderful day.